Good morning. I hope you can hear me. Someone could just put in the chat that they can hear me. Twitch can hear me. Just wait for YouTube to tell me they can hear me. They're usually a couple of seconds behind. Yep, thank you very much. YouTube can hear me as well. Right. Good morning, everyone. I'm just going to put you on my coat. Hope that's still loud and clear for you. I'll say a few good mornings to people. Morning, Leo. Nice to see that watch streak is slowly regaining. I'll just say good morning over on YouTube. Morning to Victoria. Morning, Dave. Morning to Beauty Love Creative. Morning, Christian. Yeah. And morning to anyone that's lurking in the background. Feel free to lurk. There's no problem. We're just running a few minutes late this morning because I've been playing with the streaming software over the last couple of days, and I just wanted to test it out. And it'll be a question I'll ask both chats later, whether they want to see something that I've been playing with or not. For Twitch viewers, you should be able to see alerts in the top right corner if anything happens. It was certainly working on the test, so we'll see what happens with that. YouTube viewers, you'll also see that as well because it's going out as a single feed. So YouTube viewers, if you see fireworks or something up in the top right hand corner, that's actually someone on Twitch doing something, and it'll become explanatory as we go along. You've probably heard me talking about it. Those who've been on Twitch will know what it is. Those who haven't, if you've got a question, just shove it in the comments and I'll try to help you. Morning to Paul. So the alerts from Twitch are now on screen. The other thing I've been playing with is the chat from Twitch and YouTube, because I know each other can't see each other. And there's some debate at the moment as to whether you're allowed a combined chat now, especially on Twitch. Still in terms of service that you can't, but there are reports that you can do it now. Well, you can do it and you won't be penalised for it, but it's not particularly clear. So what I've been playing with is two chat boxes, one for YouTube and one for Twitch. So the two chats will remain separate, but both channels will be able to see each other's chats. I had in the testing process over the last couple of days, I had the Twitch chat working, but not the YouTube chat. And I've just turned it on now, and I can see the YouTube chat, but not the Twitch chat. So if you can explain the logic in that, but that's going to. I think the Twitch one takes a little bit of time to come through. It's not as instantaneous as you see in the chats yourself. Morning, Sydney. I'm just going to go back on that and see if it's actually operating yet. You shouldn't see this, but if you do, I'm just going to turn it on for a sec. You might see something pop up, but it will disappear quickly. And what I need to do is turn off I'm having to think. Yeah, I might be able to see it now. No. Well, that answers that question, so I don't know what's happened there. I was playing around, so I might need a new link for that. But that's something in the background for me to sort out. We'll put those back on. So, oh, thanks very much for that, Sydney. Well, I don't know. Did anything happen in the top right-hand corner while I wasn't looking? That's the question. Probably not. We'll just... Oh well, if the alerts aren't working, so be it. Something else to play with. But the question I have really for the two chats is, in the future, how would you like to see each other's chats in two separate boxes? Or would you just prefer to see a nice clear screen? Now you should see it, Leo. The chat, you won't see it, but the alerts should be in the top right corner if anything happens. But thank you for Sydney anyway for the sub, very much appreciated. So if you just want to put, yeah, whether you want a clear screen or you want the chats, just a couple of words like that, and then I can have a look back later and see what the general consistency is. I have a view on it, which is quite nice to have a fairly clear screen. And it may be on some of the longer streams that we do where there's not so much of me talking. It might be better just to have the chats there so people can see what they're saying to each other. But it's something that I'm working on in the background. I'm just going to try something on there. See if this works. No, I didn't see anything there. So that was working under testing yesterday. So unless, of course, I've actually turned it off. That's the other explanation. Thanks for dropping in, Sydney. I know it's very, very early for you. But thanks for dropping in, for saying hello. I think you realise how late I was up last night, but because I saw you on a stream last night. But morning, Atom Fighter. Ah, yes. Right, I think I know what it is. Right, that's the alerts may be for another day. They may appear at some point if I change something, but it'll be a surprise to you and me. Let's just see what people have got to say. yeah, it's a bit mixed on the chat. But when I first started, we did have a combined chat, and then I read the terms of service of Twitch, and we stopped doing it. But it's something I'm considering. But at the moment, my tech isn't working, so it's a bit irrelevant. But I think the idea of having two separate chats makes it like easier if you're talking to if you want to have it on your TV, and you want to see what your side's talking about rather than the other side. But then you can also see what I'm talking about to the other side. But that's for another day. What are we going to do today? Let's get on with some actual work. Otherwise it'll be lunchtime before we know it. So if you can hear the birds in the background, those are the magpies. And it's going to change the scene setting. Oh, by the way, the flower that's in the picture at the moment is a camellia. I don't think this has appeared on the channel. It might be appearing tonight on the YouTube channel. So the actual bud of this appeared, I think, it might have been Friday night, Thursday or Friday night, as a post on YouTube. But it's actually come out into flower now, and there's loads more flowers starting to appear. I just found it by accident on Friday. So just put that in the. Just moving the wrong picture there. I will leave that in the top corner. Yep, for you. We'll transition over to there. So we're in the greenhouse again. That was a load of waffle really, wasn't it? So obviously 1st of March, according to the seed packets, we can sow a load more stuff. There may be a whole load more stuff that suddenly appear in the greenhouse this coming week, because I may do some shopping. But for those of you who were here on my test stream that ended up not being a test stream on Thursday, sounds like a not a very happy dog in the background. A bit of black the bit of black that. Oh no, that's that's your energy source, Christian. Assume that's what you want about. So what we've got to do, we've got some more seeds to do. I'll show you some other stuff that's happened down here. I have had a good tidy up since Thursday, believe it or not, so I won't put you through that. This lot up here, anyone who watched last Sunday, this is what we started last Sunday, taking out the baskets, and what I finished on Thursday under a test stream. So that's what we've managed to save on there. We have, for anyone who was here on Thursday, you'll know what that is at the end of Thursday's stream. But for those who don't, when we were clearing out one of the baskets on Thursday, we found an acorn, and that's the acorn in there. And that is the acorn that's known as Wiggy, because he made a joke about how to plant acorns initially, thinking it was a joke, but it was actually the correct way of doing it. So that's the That's Wiggy the acorn, soon to be Wiggy the oak tree, hopefully. But we'll see. So we'll put Wiggy up there, out of the way, so it doesn't cause trouble. What else going to tell you that we're going to do? So we're going to sow some more seeds. I'll just drop you down a bit so you can actually see. Ooh, wrong way. Yep. Then, so we've got those. I'll go through the seeds in a sec. What I've also got, proof that you all still exist in here. We still have the names on them. I have them all in the box. For anyone who is on the stream who hasn't got a black slate label, if you want your name putting on a slate label, which are going to be labels for plants in the garden, shout out in the chat and we can put your name on a slate label. You don't actually have you can have your username, you can have your real name, you can have Mickey Mouse if you want, but I don't know whether we're allowed Mickey Mouse because I think that's copyrighted. So, sorry for the barking, that's next door's dog. But I did say that we'd start putting these out, and what I've got is an initial list, a high-tech list of some plants to begin with. There's loads and loads of plants, but these are the ones that I can easily recognise or guess at in the garden at the moment. With numbers, we've up to 18 at the moment. I think we've got 17 names, but I can add that more on. So at some point today, we have a roll of raffle tickets with numbers on them, which I shall put in a pot, and we can draw out, to make it fair, who gets which plant. Because we don't want to be accused of rigging the vote on this channel. So we'll probably do that. We'll do the seeds first and then we'll go on to that. Morning, Zach. Just see if anyone else has said anything else. Yes, and if anyone doesn't understand the meaning of how a raffle draw can be rigged, it's a long story, but I think everyone who's probably on Twitch probably understands how that can be done. Well, we don't know how it was done, but the outcome can be created that way. A couple of other things to show you. What I've started doing is bringing some of the seedlings down that we did. I think some of these are 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Now, I'm chancing my arm here. I shouldn't really put them in here, but it's with the door open. It's 20.1 degrees in the greenhouse at the moment, and looking at the forecast, we're not going to get any frost. And to be honest, I'm running out of space inside, so I'm going to take a chance. If we get to cold weather forecast, I'll bring them in. So I'll show you some of the ones that we've done. This is dahlias. These are the ones I think we did 3 weeks ago. And the other reason for bringing them out here, they're going quite tall and leggy, and they need the light really. And if you see on, I don't know if you can see on that one, it's got, sorry, they have the 2 sets of seed leaves, but they're actually starting to create the proper plants through the middle now. think you see that just where my finger is there. There's a central stalk, which is the proper plant with the proper leaves on it. So they're progressing quite nicely. I'll still leave the lids on in here, except those dahlias are nearly out through the lids, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. I'll show you what else we have in here. Take the bit of rubbish out of there. Those are hollyhocks. I think they were done 3 weeks ago. You can see the problem with that is that if I turn it that way, you can see which way they've been looking for the sunlight inside. They're leaning over, which is why you want to turn them around quite often. These ones have still got only the basic. Actually, that's not bad way of doing it. These have just got the basic seed leaves on them. They haven't started growing the middle bits. But again, they're getting quite leggy, so they need as much daylight as possible. This one is Cropsis. And again, you can see on that one, if I hold it like that, yeah, you can actually see how those are starting to lean over as well, looking for the daylight. So that's it's not just a case of we need space inside, but they need more light really, which they'll get down here in the greenhouse. So the only thing you've got to worry about now is the frost ageratum. Some of these I can't remember, we sowed 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. Can't remember. And then we have 2 others in here, which are Elysium and, if I can read the label on that, oh, Godetia. I won't show you those because they're just sort of little seedlings. I'll just check the see if there's anything interesting in the chat going on. Twitch are talking to themselves, that's fine. YouTube. Thanks for dropping in, Paul. So we might as well get on and do something. Chat is always interesting, I know. That's what I like to tell myself all the time. In fact, I don't know why I brought more packets down than I thought. I've brought a load of Cosmos down. It says you can sow it now. I think that's a bit early, so I don't know why that's ended up down here really. But I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 6 to do here today. Shouldn't take particularly long. Echinacea. Do about there. Echinacea, which is quite a tallish plant. We've got some white foxgloves. Some zinnias. Petunias. We've got some miniature sunflowers. And I've got a packet of Cosmos here, which I don't know whether I'll do. I might do. Might try my luck. I'll put those back with the other Cosmos. Morning, Dem. Oh, you'd be excited, Dem. We're going to have a raffle for the plants you're going to get, and we're just trying to work out how to fix it. So if you've got any ideas, just let us know. Let us know in the comments. And Leo, I don't know whether mods. I don't think your mod level can remove other mods' comments in case Dem decides to have a go back at me. So we'll get on. So I'll put that there. I think a lot of you have seen this before. I've got these smallish cells. I'm just going to fill up with soil. They go in a tray, which we put some water in the bottom, and then they all come with a lid. And I see the mods over on Twitch are already busy. They're running a prediction. It says, will we see Bear's face today? Yeah, well, it almost appeared on Thursday. And for anyone who wasn't here Thursday, I think it's inevitable it's going to happen at some point. But hopefully not today, for the simple reason I need to get a haircut this week as well. Yeah, don't get too carried away. No, I've still not had my pamper day yet. No, don't get carried away, Leo, because revenge can take its time and you never know when it's coming. See Dem's over on YouTube as well. And as for the mods over on Twitch, feel free to shout each other out. You won't be able to shout yourself out as a mod. If you want to shout each other out at some point during the stream, feel free. You can do it whenever. Don't think there's very many people there at the moment, so you can wait for a bit later if you want, but when you think the time's appropriate, just do it. So I'm going to just use some compost, bag of compost. And the prediction nearly came true there, because I've just put the bag of compost here, which I've got to bend down to get, and then you would have seen. So that wasn't very bright, was it? So I shall do this off screen, hopefully. Gonna need some more compost this week. Then all I do is use the same pots just to compress it down a bit. In fact, what I'll do while I'm off screen is I'll just fill up these pots all in one go. Morning, Orange. Well, I don't think it is morning for you, is it? But it's morning here. doing just a little bit of ASMR bag filling. Well, not bag filling, tray filling. Yeah, definitely will need more compost this week. Yeah, I'll just do the 5 initially, because I don't know whether I'm going to do the cosmos flowers later, the cosmos seeds or not. And having tidied up the greenhouse and swept it all out, I've now just dumped a load of compost all over the floor. Great. Never mind, I'll just sort of kick that out of the way and pretend it's not there. Right, so doing that, I can go in that. So nick a bit of compost for that one. That one like that. Like that. That one like that. So a little bit there, that one. Thank you, Christian, for saying I look fine when I suddenly appear on screen. Yeah, I prefer it to be when I do look semi-respectable. I say I desperately need a haircut. I've been putting it off for weeks. So, but I think it's got to the point now where I don't know. I look like a bit like a dish mop really on top of the head at the moment. Morning, Joanne. So anyone who hasn't seen this before, I'm simply going to chuck some water in there. The water, we've actually got water collection off the greenhouse, goes into a water butt basically behind you, and then there's a tap at the front of the greenhouse just there, which, to be honest, you almost saw me there as well, because I forgot to get some water until the very last minute. In fact, the stream was actually running, but you were in the starting soon section, and I had to fill that up. But otherwise, I would have just walked out there, filled it up, and well, there you go, I would have appeared. So as you see, it's going to happen sooner or later. So I'm just going to chuck that in there, and we'll start with the one that's on the top, sunflowers. These are miniature sunflowers. These are only going to grow to 40 centimetres, so 1.5 foot tall. So I had some of these last year, suitable for pots. Because I don't really have a lot of luck with the tall sunflowers. Never really have, wherever I've lived. Never really had a lot of luck with them. It's a bit difficult here because with the east side of the Pennines, we get a lot of turbulent air coming across the Pennines. So when it's windy, it's very gusty here. Rather than a constant wind, it's very gusty, and things can sort of get demolished in the garden. So most of you probably seen sunflower seeds. I'll see if I can hold one. You probably won't be able to see one. They're quite smallish. But as always, read the instructions on the back of the envelope, back of the packet. Twitch viewers, I think there's some ads coming up. For you, I've changed the ads. Instead of being once an hour at 3 minutes, they're at 2 minutes every 40 minutes. So we should only probably have a couple of ad breaks during each stream, and it's only for 2 minutes. There's a compromise, because I think 3 minutes is a long time watching ads. So if anyone who can't actually see what I'm doing during the ads, I'm just going to be chucking these seeds in the soil. Just reading the instructions. Yep. Well, I certainly hope it'll be colourful, Joanne. It's already getting quite colourful. There's a lot of spring. I forgot to bring some gloves down. Never mind. I'll just have to make sure I don't chew on my fingers too much. Yeah, there's it's really starting to burst into life, and there's a lot of stuff starting to grow. Sorry, do you I'm attempting not to rig this raffle, but it makes me think of the UK viewers. I know it, but I don't know whether some have. But there was a TV programme in the UK called All Creatures Great and Small, about a Yorkshire vet and his life. And one of the episodes of the original series, not the one that's been on recently, he goes to judge a vegetable show, a vegetable contest. So I'll just wait for. Oh, they've got a minute before Twitch come back, so I'll just wait for them to come back, and then I'll talk about that. Those of you who've watched All Creatures Great and Small, you probably know what I'm about to say. So these sunflowers I'm actually just putting in and then just pushing down a bit. And we've got a few left over. We've got about 20 seconds on their ad break, and then we'll. By the time I've written the label, they'll be back. Except somehow I've managed to end up calling it a mint sunflow. I think I know what that is. If I forget what that is, everyone remember what a mint sunflow is. Because I didn't really think about where I was starting on the label. Morning, Colleen. Yeah, Twitch are back. What I was saying is that for the UK viewers, there was a series called All Creatures Great and Small. There's been a modern reinvention of it recently, but the original series about this Yorkshire vet, and his life. It's based on a real story of a real vet. Had an episode about a vegetable show where people were showing off their vegetables, trying to win prizes and so on. And we were talking about how to rig a vote. And the story basically goes that in previous years people accused the judges of cheating and favouritism. So what they got is someone from the bank to come in, and they colour coded every single exhibit. So there were no names, nothing on anything to indicate whose was whose. And the bank clerk had the book with all the codes in it, and only he knew what was in there. And unfortunately, James Herriot, who's the lead character in All Creatures Great and Small, went along to the show. He didn't know anything about vegetables, so the advice he was given was, well, just pick whatever you think looks good. So, and the show was being basically bankrolled by, I suppose, the lady of the estate. And she was up on the stage and so on. And her chauffeur, stroke gardener, had entered a load of veg, but she didn't know about it. And what happened was that James Herriot, the vet, went round. He literally walked round and was just going eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and picked up a card for the carrots. Next one, yep, okay, for cabbages. Went round all the veg, up onto the stage, said, right, I've picked all the winners, gave them to the bank clerk to look up in the coded book as to what it was. And the first one who won it was the chauffeur and gardener. Second prize, second vegetable was the chauffeur and gardener. And it went through that and that and that and that, and he won every single prize. And they hadn't, and as he came out afterwards, having been heckled by everyone else who'd taken part, accusing him of fixing it, he'd got no idea how it had happened. And there were some chaps outside said, we know that you fixed it, but we just don't know how you did it. And he's trying to convince them, oh, I didn't fix it. So he said, oh, you don't have to tell us how you fixed it. We'll leave that as a bit of magic, really. So hopefully today's raffle won't be like that. Hopefully it won't be fixed. But it just shows, even with a coded raffle draw, you can actually still manage to, just out of the laws of probability, you can still manage to get a rogue result. So that's that one. So we'll rattle through these. No, I wouldn't bother. I'd leave it as a mystery for how your raffle ran. So petunias are next. Yeah, for the over on YouTube. Yeah, Alpha Wright was the real name of James Herriot, and it was Alpha Wright who wrote the books. It's a huge tourist attraction, but the original vet's practice and the house he lived in is open to the public now, and they get huge numbers of people coming to visit. So these are petunias. These are going to be very small seed. I know that. Don't know if you can see that down the bottom there. They're very tiny. In fact, you can hardly even see it anyway. So it's going to be the old Pinch of salt approach. Yep, that'll probably do. There's loads of those. What do I need? I need a tray with some water in it. This would obviously go a lot quicker if I stopped waffling. Oh. You like waffling? Well, if again, I'll explain to YouTube, but over on Twitch, there are, the longer you watch channels and do things on channels, you get what's called sort of channel points, which is basically a loyalty point. It doesn't really actually equate to anything monetary wise, but you can get sort of treats and tokens and so on that you can use on the stream. And there is now, well, there should be, a channel redeem button to shut me up for 3 minutes. So I've just realised I didn't put a time gap between it. So in theory, if you had enough points, you could just fire that off time after time after time, and it would be a silent stream. So next one's going to be zinnia. These are sort of they're almost pom-pom-like flowers, quite shortish. Can you? Yes, Leo, I think you possibly can. Oh, we've just been morning raiders. Morning, Debbie. Just for YouTube viewers, we've just been raided. That's where another channel ends their stream on Twitch, and then they send all their viewers over to another channel. And Debbie CSM has just sent her viewers and herself over to the channel. Morning to all the new viewers. I'll just say hello. Now this is where normally I would tell, when I'm modding, I'd normally tell the creator to introduce themselves and to show off. I'm just waiting for one of my mods to do that for me. Morning, Debbie. That's caused me a problem because I knew where I was going to raid later, but now you've done it to me, so I'm going to have to find someone different. What we're just doing sowing some zinnia seeds. I'll just sow these and then I'll show you what else we've got down in the greenhouse. Morning to Architecture TV as well. Morning, Ashley. If one of my mods could shout out Debbie for the raid, that would be appreciated. We'll see how good my mods are. See if my training has worked off on them. Oh, did Seribot do it for me? Oh, okay, that's efficient. I didn't see it come up on my screen. I'm just too busy talking. So it obviously does it automatically for raids. In that case, if one of the mods could shout out Architecture TV as well. Because I think I mod over on Architecture TV. Believe it or not, I managed to wake up after, I think we finished modding on that channel last night about 2:30 in the morning UK time. And it's not just Ashley's fault, because I was also on another channel who finished basically at the same time, because they had a meet-up and meal. I'll introduce myself, and I've just put these seeds in here. But thank you all to the new raiders. If you give me a moment. Yeah. So for anyone who's just sowing some zinnia seeds. Just put the lid on it. And I've nearly forgotten something. While I'm doing this, yeah, morning to everyone, anyone that's new. I go by the name of Bear, as Bear in the Garden. Bear's obviously not my actual real name, but I originate from an area of the UK called Warwickshire, as in Warwick Castle, and the emblem of Warwickshire is a bear. If you really want to be pedantic about it, it's a bear and a ragged staff, which basically is a bear chained to a wooden pole. So that's why it's Bear, and obviously we're in a garden. Top left hand corner you can see the new arrival to the garden this week, which is camellia that's come out. It's a new plant that we've got in the garden this winter, because where you see it there, we lost a number of plants. We lost a big hedging plant, so I've been filled it with something different. We're predominantly a YouTube based channel. That's where most our content appears. So you'll see a lot of stuff over there. On YouTube we post a short every day, and then we also post 2 lunchtime videos that aren't particularly long on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and then on a Saturday we do a couple of videos with a premiere on the Saturday night. So there's a lot of stuff over on YouTube. But we live stream both. We live stream both on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm actually live streaming on both at the moment. So you'll hear me talking to people over from channel to channel. Morning, Abby. And literally, we just follow the garden throughout the year. We do all sorts of other things. I mean, we show bits of fireworks and anything particularly interesting at night, the night sky and so on. But we've been traditionally doing sort of Sunday lunchtime-ish sort of videos like this for about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months now. Just catching up on what's going on in the garden so you can see it live, because everything you would see on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, etc., where we are, is perhaps a couple of days behind. Thanks for supporting over on YouTube, which reminds me, I've got to do something over on YouTube. Thanks for reminding me about that. I'll do that now before I forget, assuming I can find it. So we'll see. So one benefit of YouTube, when you become a partner on YouTube, you can enable memberships over there. I'm not really forcing anyone into it, but one of the bonuses is that the creator gets 10 free gift memberships to give away each month, and I've just done 5 over there. It's gone to quite a few names there that I recognise, and they get chosen by random over there. Morning, Sire. I think that's right, Sire, how say your name. If it's not, if you want to put in chat how I should pronounce it, because I know every stream I go on, someone pronounces it a slightly different way. Yeah, so we've done that. While we've got a few people here, I've got some more seeds to sow. We'll just sow them in these trays like that. I'll just move you up a little bit. The last couple of streams we've been taking plants out of old hanging baskets. Literally at the end of last summer I dumped the hanging baskets in the greenhouse and then left them here over the winter, didn't do anything with them. So we've been taking the plants out and saving the ones that are still alive, putting them in the trays, simple as that. These won't go back in baskets this year. These are filling gaps in the flower beds. The mascot of the channel, hopefully, in due course. This is Wiggy the acorn. And if it grows, it'll be Wiggy the oak tree. We found an acorn in one of the baskets when we were clearing it out the other day. A bit surprising considering I don't know where the nearest oak tree is. However, I've done some extensive research, and it is in that direction, in about 150 metres away, something like that. That's where the nearest one is anyway, we found out. And just to explain why you don't see me, you see bits of me on channel, but the face has never appeared. It's always been a faceless channel. But we're just waiting for one of these live streams for me to appear in person. It nearly happened on Thursday, and it's nearly happened twice today. So it's going to happen at some point. One day, yeah. But what we've done, I think while we've got quite a few people here watching, we can come back to sow some seeds in a minute. In fact, what I'll show you before we do that is that we've been sowing seeds over the last few weeks, and that's what this is one from 3 weeks ago. These are dahlias. So, and they're progressing quite nicely. So that's what they look like in there. I do buy plug plants, which you can then pot on as well, which probably start appearing over the next couple of weeks. I'll just do something else as well in the background for a sec. See what that says. Yes, I see the mods are busy over on Twitch again. Let's see what they've put up this time. Oh, they're running another prediction. Or is that the original prediction? No, I think that's a new one. You wouldn't catch me running polls and predictions as a mod and interrupting the stream like that, would you? Would you? Well, possibly would. So we've got a load of plants like that already growing. There's a load more inside. But what we'll do, as I say, well, we've got some people here, is that when we became partnered on YouTube a few weeks ago, I thought as a gesture for the people who were regular viewers of the live streams, and invited guests. We would do. That's a good point, Christian. Yeah, thank you very much. I put the wrong weather in. You remembered and I didn't. If one of the mods over on Twitch could put in !bear weather, that would help. If you want the weather for wherever you live, you can just put in !weather, then space, and then the destination. I see the prediction says I almost appear, but I catch it. Well, I've done so far today. Yeah. Well, according to Christian over on YouTube, he remembered how to do the weather properly, unlike the streamer who forgot. It says it's 11 degrees here, partly cloudy. It's been a lovely sunny morning, but now there's rain forecast. And we're currently at 22 degrees in the greenhouse, compared to outside, which is 11. So you can see what a difference with the being in the greenhouse is. And we've got the door, to the greenhouse open. But going back, when we were monetised, we had these. I got some plant labels. I have an awful habit of planting stuff in the garden and then forgetting to label it, thinking, oh, I remember what I planted there, and then you forget. So I'm determined to label stuff up. So what we did on the stream, we got a whole load of, I don't know if Debbie's still here, but we got, but this is for Debbie and the Raiders. You see, there's a plant label there for Debbie. I did sort of steal the idea off Debbie with her seashells and a seashell tree. And just to make it fair, I've got some raffle tickets which are numbered, and trying not to appear on stream. That wasn't very bright. In fact, actually, what I'll do, nearly there, nearly. I need to grow some. Need to grow some longer arms. I'm just going to have to appear on screen at some point, aren't I? And then I don't have to worry about it anymore. And then what we have is, I've done a list of plants that I can recognise at the moment, but there's loads of plants. Anyone who's seen the YouTube channel will realise I've got hundreds of different types of plants, but they're all crammed in, and I can't remember half the time what's what. So we'll do, while most people are here, we'll do the raffle anyway and see what plant you end up with. So we rattle those up. I think we've got 18 or 19 names in the so far on the list of I'm trying to find something to put these in. Didn't really think about that, did I? Never mind. We'll use one of those. I think we've got about 18 or 19 plant labels so far. I need to do some more, because obviously there've been some gift memberships given out over on YouTube in the last week or so. So I need to reward the whoever's got a membership over there with something. It's about probably one of the few things you do get. If there's anyone who does anything on YouTube, they're insistent with their emails about doing things, and I got fed up, so I fell for it. So we have, thought it was raining there for a sec. So we got these tickets. They're little circus raffle tickets, like entry tickets. I thought a circus was probably appropriate. for this, because that's probably what it's going to end up like. So this isn't going to take very long. I'm not going to write on the labels or put them out in the garden today, but I will. I've got the list here so I can put people's names against it, then I can write them up. And then probably what I'll do for simplicity is that as I do it, I'll take photos of it and produce a little video for it. So, morning Melissa. How's it going? We're just about to do a draw or a raffle to see which plant you're going to have on your plant label. So it's good timing to come in. You haven't gone to bed? It's 4:30 in the morning. Okay. Yeah. I'll try to hurry up then. Right. So we'll start off with. I'll pick a random name out and the first name is Leophora, who is one of the mods. And shall we see what I was about to put that back in the box. It's a bit like the cup drawer. No, so we'll see what plant Leo's going to get. I don't know if you can see, that's you'll have to trust me, that's number 15. You've got plant number 15. So as for the cup drawer, Leophora will be playing at home against number 15, which is a gazania. Morning, Sean. Over. Oh, you like them? That's a good choice then, isn't it? Right, we'll go for that one. What's that one? Oh, you know, we said we weren't going to fix any drawers. We have Tiana. So Tiana's number 2. So number 2. So we'll go for that one. So Tiana, who's another of the totally not a fix, no. Morning Wheels. So Tiana's got ticket number 08000 number 1. I don't know if you can, no, without refocusing the camera, which I'm not going to bother doing. She's got 001. So Tiana's got, according to the handwritten list, don't know if you can see, but Tiana's got a hollyhock. So Tiana will be at home to the hollyhock. So we'll rattle through. Good morning to women. Next one out, the cat, is Debbie. That's Debbie CSM, who's raided us this morning. We'll see which one Debbie gets. Debbie gets number 7. I don't know why I'm showing these, because you can't actually read them. Number 7. Oh, you're happy with that, Dem? Good. Can anyone remember what number that was? That was number 7. I've already forgotten. So Debbie's got an Astilbe. That's fine. Thanks for dropping in, Wheels. Might see you later. Next one is Beauty Love Creative. So we'll see what you get. You are getting number 17. And Beauty Love Creative is going to get what's called Ladies Mantle. So you can look these up. That's Ladies Mantle. Got some lovely fluffy green tinged flowers that has. It's also near impossible to destroy. Next one out is Colleen. They're here as well. See which one you've got. Colleen, you've got number 4. I don't know why I keep doing that. Number 4. Number 4 on the list is number 4 on the list is a verbena. So Colleen will be for verbena. And that's not one of the little, you can get 2 sorts of verbenas. You can get very small ones, but these are ones that grow to about 5 foot. They flower all summer as well. Next one out is Joanne, Cosy Joanne, is here as well. We'll see which one that's going to be. I'll just shake that up. Cosy Joanne gets number 12. So Joanne, you're going to get a fuchsia genie, which is one of the bigger plants in the garden. And if you want to look that up, that would be fuchsia genie, which is Genii. Yeah, that's right, Leo and Melissa. There, it's Camellia up in the top corner. Talking of Melissa, next out is Melissa's. So we'll see which one Melissa's going to be paired up with. Melissa, you've got number 10. So you're going to get a viburnum, which again is another big plant. And that's something that actually flowers basically from October right through to end of April, May. In fact, it's in flower at the moment. In fact, where you can see the camellia, we lost the viburnum. Big viburnum there was about 8 foot tall, part of the hedge, and that's why the camellia is there, because it's been planted in there. But alongside that, we have planted a new viburnum, so you'll be next to the new viburnum. It doesn't sound quite right like that, really. It's planting you next to something. But next one out. Next one says bloom where you are planted, and that's a code word, because they wanted a code word. Yes, you're in there as well, Ashley. Bloom where you plant is a code word for someone on YouTube. I know who that is. But we'll see what they get. They're going to get number 2. So they are playing a tone against number 2. They're going to be an Aquilegia, which are the ones that look like dragons, like a dragon's foot with a like a spur on the back. So we'll have another rattle around. Next one's Victoria, over on YouTube. Long-standing friend of the channel. He's one of the people who started commenting very early on the channel. Victoria's going to get number 6. So Victoria, you're going to get Crocosmia, or Crocosmia, depending how you want to say that. That's got some stunning spiky sort of flowers that come up and then sort of spread out. We've got several different colours in the garden, so I don't know. You'll probably actually be next to the Crocoseum. That's your chance to clip something, Leo. Crocosmia, or cross. I'm going to give up on that word. On that pretty flower, I've got one of those just by the conservatory door, so we'll go for that. Next one out is Samantha. Oh, we've just gone into ads, so we'll just wait for Twitch's ads to finish. Two minutes. What time is it anyway? Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 minute 35 seconds. While we do that, I shall rattle that, and then I shall take it out of the screen so I can fix the raffle and then put it back in there. According to what I can see, 1 minute on the ads. Sean's on YouTube saying, "Don't believe the sun is actually shining here." Well, it's not actually. Well, it's gone cloudy here. If you looked at the forecast a couple of days ago, it was going to be raining most of today here, but I was quite surprised when I woke up this morning when it was sunny. Okay, beauty, love, creative. Okay. We can have a bit of fun with that, can't we? Hopefully, Twitch is back from the ads. Oh, you're over there, Dem. Yeah, you know what's going to happen, don't you? I don't know if, Dem, if you could post that word over onto Twitch so they can see what I'm about to try to attempt. Thanks, Abby, for that. So we just, before the ad break, we'd drawn Samantha out, but we hadn't got a plant for her. Samantha's got number 8. Oh. There's a seagull going over. Number 8 for Samantha. Samantha's got some rosemary. She's got a rosemary plant. She's a herb plant, which here survives all year as well. In fact, we've got one just outside the greenhouse here. Right, just on both YouTube and Twitch, just for entertainment and to be picked on, I've been given Dutch words to try to pronounce in these streams. I've got no idea whether these actually mean what they say they do, so I'm going against better judgment and believing in chat. And we drew out Lady's Mantle a few months ago, and over on YouTube, Beauty They've Created put in the Dutch word, and them has kindly put that over on Twitch as well. So feel free, everyone, to have an attempt themselves. Don't let me stop you. But I'm obligated to try to have a go at least at one Dutch word each week. And I dare say the mods are now ready to clip this. Now clips are available to them. Because I did actually have to clip it myself last week. When I butchered the word for, I think it was a ladybird. But we're going to go for Lady's Mantle. It is, well, the end bit's fairly easy. Vrowen Mantle? Vrowen Mantle? Is that anywhere near it? Or is the first V silent? Is it Rowan Mantle? Thanks for dropping in, Sean. So if one of our Dutch speaking chatters can let me know whether that's anywhere near the correct pronunciation. I think I would go, I think that V might be silent, so I'd go for Rowan Mantle? Rowan Mantle? Yeah, Beauty said, who suggested it, says I'm fairly close. Yeah, well, we'll see how long it takes for someone to clip it on Twitch. Yeah, it's got to be close. It's got to be closer today than trying to pronounce the ladybird one last week, which was nigh on impossible. The mantle part was good. Yes, I thought it was as well. Yeah, I thought I got the mantle bit perfectly. Oh, thanks very much, Ashley, for that. That's very kind of you. Next one is Christian. That's you over on YouTube, Christian. I think. I'll have to look back at my original list. I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, for the cookie fund. Yeah. Well, you didn't have to spend much on the cookies really yesterday. People kept giving you cookies. So this is Christian, and we need to pull a plant for Christian. Welcome back, Joanne. Number 18 for Christian. We're running out of plants here. Christian, you've got a snapdragon. What I'll do, if I make a little video of me actually putting these next to the plant, I'll try to add in a little picture of what the plant looks like in bloom as well. Just give myself more work. You like the verbena, Joanne? Did you get the verbena? I'm looking back on, where's verbena on my list? Oh, the verbena, yeah, Colleen over on YouTube when the verbena, what did you got? I don't know if you saw it, Joanne. You ended up with the fuchsia genie. That's Genii. That's a super plant, that is. Oh, thanks, Leo. I'll have to watch that later. We're not going to watch that live on stream. I'm not going to do that to myself. Next one out is Liz. That's out and about with yours truly, Lizzo, who a lot of people probably know. Liz will get plant number 3. She is going to get a Mahonia, which is generally a winter flowering plant. It's still looking quite pretty now. It's not got a lot of leaves on it. I don't know how many we've got. Oh, yeah. I hope I've got enough plants. So, let's see which one this is. This is Ashley for Architecture TV. We'll see which one Ashley gets. Will it be the cookie plant or the hot chocolate plant? Anyone who watches Ashley will know what that means. You, Ashley, have got plant number 14. You'll be paired up with plant number 14. You're going to be paired up with the polyanthus plant. Quite apt that, because that's something that basically flowers from all winter right through to May. It's a winter plant. So that's polyanthus, as in Polyanthus. It's part of the primula family, similar to a primrose. If you can imagine what a primrose looks like, it's just got a slightly extended flower stalk. It's a polyanthus, but there's loads of them in the garden. You'll see them all over my YouTube channel over winter, because it's one of the few things that flowers throughout the winter. Next one out is Orange, over on Twitch. They will get plant number 11. Plant number 11 for Orange is another big plant. That's the fuchsia Lady Boothby, which is basically it's a hardy fuchsia, so it lasts year after year. And the one we've got here is it's taller than I am, and that's got fantastic flowers on as well. Bees love that. I think we've got three left, and we've got 1, 2. Yeah, we've got enough plants, luckily. De Montaut, it comes in occasionally. You get a very crowded garden with all the YouTube and Twitch viewers. Yeah, we try to limit it. Like with most channels, it's the mods that you've got to keep an eye on, because they try to tell you what to do. 13 for them, so they've got a foxglove. So we've got 2 to go. We've got Sydney, who a lot of you will probably know off Twitch. Got another interesting channel. So Sydney will get, and Sydney was here first thing. He's ticket number 9, so he's going to get a herb plant that's just outside in fact I can see it out the door. He's going to get some sage, as in sage the herb. So the last one that's oh no, tell a lie, there's actually 2 left. There's almost a mistake on the draw there. Next one is Abby. who was on, came in with Debbie, I think. But anyone over on YouTube will know who Abby is. Well, this is interesting. I've only got one left in the pot. Oh well. Oh well, we'll go for the one that's in the pot. Number 16. So Abby's going to get a fuchsia, and it's another hardy fuchsia which survives all year out in the garden. It's called Lady Bacon. And if you ever see it, the flowers actually look like bacon, streaky bacon. So somehow we've lost ticket number 5. So I don't know whether ticket number 5 even existed or not. But I still have one left on my list. So of course it's not fixed at all or manipulated, but we're dealing with a rotten hand. So the last one, number 5, would have been a dianthus. So whoever this is has got a dianthus, and I don't know who that is. And that's someone else that a lot of people will know off YouTube as well. Chris has got a dianthus. And that concludes a slightly shoddy. Oh, did it fall on the floor? Oh, good, that's a good spot. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, well, there's something on the floor. Now that's a cunning trick, that is, because if I bend down to see that, I will appear on screen. Hang on. I must have pulled another one out. I've moved it out with my foot now, so I won't appear on the screen. That is a brilliant spot, Colleen. Very brilliant spot. Number 5 was on the floor. So I must have pulled it out. Well, there you go. It's not fixed at all, is it? Thank you for saving the day, Colleen. I'm glad someone knows what they're doing here. So, what I'll just sew up these last 2 trays. So we'll just do some foxgloves. I think I've said it before, if you grow phlox, if you grow, I could have said something worse there. If you grow foxgloves in your garden, bear in mind that, well, the proper name's digitalis, but bear in mind they are poisonous to the touch, or if you eat them. So if you've got young kids or animals, you want to just be careful about them. Luckily the cats here aren't that fussed by them. I haven't seen, one of the cats was around just before we started, but I haven't seen anyone, unless you've seen someone in the background. Very tiny seeds. So we're doing the pinch of salt technique again. And for anyone new, I tend to do them in these cells. Some of the plants can stay in these cells till you plant them out, and then others will get potted up into bigger pots. But it's just better to start with these because you'll get cells that nothing grows in. It saves wasting compost. Yep, so that's that one done. Just need to label it up. Would help if I use the correct marker. Trying to use a white marker on a white label was not going to work, is it? It's amazing how much you can do when you're not actually talking. Some of these you can see how warm it is, just the moisture now, just the sun, they've already started to sort of, the actual little lids are starting to steam up already. Oh, I need to put a little hatch on that one. No, this doesn't want to go on. Thank you everyone that's been here today and always new. We try not to be too chaotic on these things, but then the last one I'll do today on the seeds is echinacea. And again, if you ever want to do some yourself, if you buy a packet of seeds, all the instructions are on the back. It's all fairly self-explanatory. Yep. Just reading it. Yeah, and Christian on YouTube's put that information about digitalis. Yeah. That's I think the main danger of it really. God, there's not very many seeds of this. So I'm only trying to put one in each tray on this one because there's so few seeds. Yep. It says just press into the surface. Morning, only me. Well, that's YouTube, isn't it? Morning, Christian. Put a lid on that one as well. And no one spotted what I nearly didn't do there. Thanks for the follow. That's no problem. For anyone who has joined us today, we're mainly a YouTube channel under the same name, but we live stream as well on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time. I'm trying to think what that last plant was I did. Yeah, okay. You can see why I need plant labels. So anyone who's new and you want to see more about the garden, there's mountains of stuff over on YouTube if you want to see that. Right, so that's that. So those are those there. Before I forget, we've done that draw. Is there anyone else in either chat who would like a plant label in due course? We won't do it today, but if you want a plant label and you haven't already got one, yes, Christian, you got a gift membership to the channel. I'm not sure exactly what it means yet, but Yes, you got one. Oh yeah. Oh, Montort. Yeah, you won a foxglove. Yeah, that's a good remember. That is the other Christian. It's going to get very confusing with multiple Christians. Anyone else in the chats? If you just put in the chat that you want a plant label, and just put what name you want. It can be your username, your real name, anything under the sun. 2 women, you want one? Okay, we'll add you to the list in due course. We'll have to have another drawing when we've got a few more. Okay. Well, we are doing a lucky draw for the plants, but you never know. You never know your luck. Only me, but we'll put you on the list. Just see if anyone else has got any requests. Oh right, okay, Christian, you want a odd name then. Yeah, and for anyone coming in who missed the full draw, what we're going to do is I'm not going to actually put them out here but when hopefully over the next week, 10 days, I'm going to put them out with the actual plants. I'll take a photo, hopefully get a picture of what the plant looks like in its full bloom, and then make up a little YouTube video so you'll be able to see it. I'll also, for Twitch views, if you don't use YouTube, I can put it up as a standalone video on the channel anyway. So we've got a few more to do in due course. Thank you for that, Dem. So that's what we've got in here. One thing we must do, before I forget, we must give Wiggy the acorn a label. And I think now, should we give Wiggy the acorn a plastic label or a slate label? That's the question. So if chap just wants to put in slate or plastic, we'll label up Wiggy, otherwise he'll get lost amongst all the other pots that are going to be in here. Oh, Victoria, which flower did you get? You got, oh God, it's the word I couldn't pronounce earlier. Crocosmia, I think it's the way you say it. Basically, it's crocus with M-I-A on the end. Crocosmia. And in fact, actually, Victoria, that's the one that's nearest the house on the list at the moment. Well, YouTube at the moment is sort of suggesting that we should give Wiggy the acorn a slate label. Twitch got any views on whether Wiggy should get a slate? There's a lot of slate labels coming up on YouTube. Unless this is swayed heavily towards plastic by Twitch, I think it's going to be a slate label. Right, we'll do a slate label then for Wiggy. Nearly appeared on screen again there. How many times I think you think Wiggy deserves a slate label, Leo? Okay. We have a slate label. And what should we put on the slate label? I think we should put Wiggy the acorn, because we don't want to really associate an acorn with a real person, do we? So there you go. We now have a sign. We have a slate label called Wiggy the Acorn, which can go in Wiggy the Acorn's pot. Wiggy hasn't made an appearance yet. I did look up how long it takes. It takes an awfully long time to. I think it takes about 6 or 7 years before an acorn in a pot is suitable for even planting outside. So there you go. So Wiggy the Acorn is there. So you can pass it. You can pass on the good news, Leo. It's like opening a hospital with a plaque opening a hospital. We should have a little red curtain that opens up. I think looking at the time, not sure what else we'd do. While we're closing up, and just go over a few last bits and pieces. Do you want to? Yeah, I remember that comment. Do you want to go and look at some daffodils? Morning, strawberry fields. It's another long-standing friend of the channel, Strawberry Fields. Strawberry Field. Would you like a slate plant label? We've just done one for Wiggy the Acorn, but we've had a random draw for people outside, for plants outside in the garden, and we've got some more to do in due course. So those are today's winners, and then we've got another list of people on there. So if you want Strawberry Fields, if you want oh, you want one, okay, yeah, fine. Do you want just your username on that, or do you want something more obscure? Anything that's not copyrighted or is likely to get the channel banned. Right, you're on the list. So what we'll do is I'll just take you outside. Hold on everyone, you might end up a little bit seasick. Hopefully you won't end up upside down. And also you won't necessarily have to be sat on top of a bin. You are on a cable, so hopefully I don't stand on the cable like I did last week and disconnect you, because we are running in webcam mode. So we'll just go outside for a moment. So just tidy up some cables. So that, whoever got the polyanthus, I think that was Ashley, if I remember right. That's a polyanthus there. So, and then we've got that's some sage that survived the winter. In fact, there's all sorts of stuff that survived over the winter. We'll come across. I can't see the chat at the moment, by the way, because I'm not a true IRL streamer. We've got. I can get you in there. We've got some crocuses, but we'll put you in front of these. If I put you there, find you somewhere fairly secure to sit so you don't fall over. No, I'm not convinced by that. We'll put you somewhere like that. And I'll just have to grovel around on my hands and knees to look at the screen to move you up. There you go. I'll try and focus you. Yep. And I'll actually come back and see what that looks like on the screen. Oh, that's not too bad. That wasn't a bad guesstimate as to what you were looking at. Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's fine. Strawberry, yeah. Yeah, we'll put that on for you. Yeah. I shall write that on my piece of paper. There's a nice thought. Yeah, so we've got 4 there. If I get any more, probably next, what I'll probably do is do another list for next week. Add a few more in case anyone else wants one next week. I'll just go through the comments. We'll just have a look, see what Twitch has got to say. Yes, Ashley, that yellow one is that you can get all sorts of colours. There's sort of purpley blue ones. There's red ones, pink ones. I do like the yellow ones. They're very pretty. And because we've had a mild winter this year, they've flowered literally since October, right through to. I mean, they'll still be. To be honest, they could still be flowering in the middle of the summer. They're really tough little plants, perennials. They last forever. I don't think they'd survive your winters though. Yeah, that's the phone going off. Don't know what that is. Sage, yeah, herbs. Yeah, I tend to grow some herbs. I've actually got some herb seeds to grow, to actually sow. It's on the list of things to do. There's an awful lot of stuff to do at the moment. Wonderful daffodils. Yeah, these are miniature daffodils. I've got taller daffodils, the standard daffodils, but they tend to sort of get blown around a bit. And also, one of the cats loves playing with daffodils because they sort of spring back. Well, they do until they knock them over completely. So I'm still out. Cats aren't that active really at the moment. They quite like being inside. I say one was out earlier. But the miniature daffodils, these you probably can't tell, but they're probably only 6-7 inches tall. And if you want to know more about that, I had a video on last Wednesday over on YouTube that explained the history of this variety, which is called tete-a-tete. Excuse my French language. And there's loads of them. There's loads out in the front garden as well. I tend not to stream from the front garden because that's on the roadside. But you see pictures from the front garden anyway, on all the different platforms. Yeah, the allium family. Yeah, they're well like onions. Well, onions are part of the allium family. You've got daffodils up here in Canada as well. Yes, I'm guessing you're in one of the warmer places in Canada. Has anyone got any other questions while we're here? Yeah, West Coast, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, of course, the UK is generally, well, in recent years, fairly mild. I mean, we've only had here, we've had literally a dusting of snow, and I think we've had about 4 or 5 nights where there's actually been a frost. It's just been grey and wet virtually every day this year. Luckily, it's not actually raining yet, but if you look at the forecast, it will be before we know it. I should really check what that message was in case it was something urgent. That's a text message of some sort. Right, okay. So someone is going to borrow a ladder, just letting me know that they were on the way at some point this afternoon. Any signs of Spike the Hedgehog? No, not yet. And I think I've said this before, I'm amazed we haven't seen Spike over the winter because it's been so mild. But I think the reason could be because it's been so wet. It just hasn't killed off any slugs or snails, so there's loads of them around, and I think there's just so much food they don't have to come looking for food. So Spike used to live in the garden here. He didn't last winter, so, and I'm pretty sure he lives across the road now. So there's just a 2-minute ad break over on Twitch, and then I think we'll start thinking about, because we've done coming up to 2 hours. Yeah, the dancing daffodils. Yeah, the strange thing is I didn't know how long it would last really, because I was a bit low on battery on the camera, because I'd actually filmed on Friday some. Anyone who's seen some of the longer carving videos, I filmed some daffs on Friday, but then when I played it back it was all out of focus, so I need to do it again. So while we're there, I'll just have a quick perusal on Twitch. Yeah, well, I think I know what we'll do when we get to that point. Just wait for Twitch to come back in 51 seconds. These ad breaks go on and on and on. Luckily, it's not so bad. Hopefully people don't get too many of them. Only me seen their hedgehogs. Yeah, it's very early. If on typical winter, you wouldn't really expect to see hedgehogs in February, but the end of February. But shows what a mild winter we've had. But the good news, I'll just wait. We've got 7 seconds to go. Hopefully Twitch are back from their ads. The good news is, because we've had such a mild, wet winter, we're actually out of a hosepipe ban at the moment, so not that we need a hosepipe at the moment. Right, before we go, does everyone want to play what we're having for lunch again? Because that seems to be quite popular. I know what I'm having for lunch. So feel free to put in chat what you think I'm going to have for my lunch. Hello, okie dokie. We've got soup and a sandwich, fish pie. I think I'd say pie again. Soup and sandwich there. Sausage and chips. No. Tuna melt. No. Yes, I would say that I think my moderators know me quite well. Let's put it that way. Someone's going toad in the hole. I haven't had toad in the hole a long time. Okie dokie's going for what moderators think. Chicken, I had chicken yesterday actually. Yeah, Melissa's cottoned on us to copying the what the mods are saying, because as I would say, chat's normally correct, but mods tend to be a bit more correct than even chat is. But yes, the mod Dem was first there, closely followed by Leo. Yeah, I'm having. In fact, Leo's gone really specific. Rather than just fish and chips, she's gone for haddock and chips, and that's exactly what I'm having today. It's the last date on it in the fridge, so that's what I'll be having today. Turkey pot pie, sounds good. I'm getting quite hungry reading all that. So I'll say a few thank yous. Twitch, if you want to hang on, I'm going to raid you out in a moment. I'll say some thank yous to those people that I can see. Thanks to all the lurkers. Thanks to Beauty of Creative, Christian, that's the XPN version. Colleen, I almost said Stream Elements, but I don't think they need a thank you. Victoria, two women, Abby's been on both platforms, Christian Hansen, Strawberry Fields, Only Me, Sean the Gardener, Paul was here earlier, Monthort was here, Okie Dokie, Dave Jeffrey was here. Thank you for anyone else I've missed over on YouTube, over on Twitch. We were raided by Dem and her community. It's not Dem. We were raided by Debbie and her community. Thanks to all the lurkers there. I think I can actually see quite a lot of lurkers that are still there. Just going to go. Thanks to Wheels, Melissa. Who else was there? Ashley. Ophedia is it? I think. Abby was there. Aussie Joanne. Just going back through the list. Just see who else there was. Zio was here. Well, that's back as far as JBC was here. Thank you to everyone else who was here. Thanks to all the lurkers. Just to let you know, YouTube, you've got your usual content coming up this week. I can't tell you what it is because I haven't made any for this week yet. So I've got a busy afternoon after I've had my lunch. Certainly for the Tuesday and the Thursday. I've got it all scripted, so I know what I'm doing, but I've just actually got to sit down and get on with it. Next live will be next Sunday, unless I suddenly decide I want to do something during the week. That's just to catch out the mods. Talking of the mods, thanks to Leo and Dem for doing the mod duties, and then floating across the channels. I'll probably see everyone again all over the place in all the usual good and bad places on the internet over the week or over later today. Appreciate everyone's company. Thanks for anyone who's resubbed today, which I think is Ashley and Sydney. There's some gift memberships given out by myself over on YouTube. Thanks to anyone else who's gifted or donated or done anything to help the channel. Just being here helps, it's just appreciated. And let's find, before we go, let's find someone to raid. I know who we're going to go to. Just need to change the change that over. Yep. Hit that button. Find that one. And we'll do that one. And we'll do that. I won't put the stream ending scene back up. Might as well just watch some daffodils to the end. Again, thanks for everyone for being here. Hopefully see you next Sunday. For anyone who's over across the other side of the Atlantic, I can tell you that in a few weeks' time there will be some later afternoon, Sunday afternoon streams, because I've got a few things to do or planned. But certainly for the next couple of weeks, it's still going to be roughly the same time, Sundays. So I'm just going to start the raid there. And thank you for everyone being here, and we'll see you when we see you. And I shall go and have some lunch. And thanks. And YouTube, sorry, Twitch, you're going to be raided now. If you can just say hello to one of the friends who knows about us, and I think a lot of you will recognise the channel. And hopefully I'll drop in there in a few minutes once I've tidied up.